There's Umbra going down into the water column. See those LED lights that they have right next to each other. This will be great. If we can pull both of these vehicles up at the same shot, there we go. We can actually see them both working at the same time. We see the Umbra vehicle going right down. It looks like they're going right down to check the height, while we have the Alien Ninja vehicle going to conductivity. So we have two different approaches to the same problem. Each of these teams are trying to do the same exact thing. However, they're both going about it in different ways. So one is going to see, looks like they're surveying for height, while the other one is looking for the voltage and the conductivity between the two. So we definitely see the Alien Ninja vehicle, which is coming up on that platform leg. I do like the LED lighting on the Umbra vehicle. It is distinctive. They can see it. Hopefully it's helping them see while they're down there. But it does make for a very good looking vehicle. Very maneuverable. It looks like they too now are going over to try to grasp the platform. As they grasp that platform, again, they're looking for conductivity and between 2 of the 4 points, and they have to tell the judges upstairs which point is actually giving them conductivity. Once they do that, they will then move on to the next point. So they have to tell them which ones give them conductivity and which ones do not have conductivity. That is 40 points total. 40 points out of 100 is really good. Some teams are come down and are able to do this really quickly. If you're able to do this really quickly, you can move on to the rest. So I like to see both of these teams are doing well to get this done early on so that they can move on to turning the valves, which is going to be much more time-intensive. So again, we do have both teams. We're looking at the Umbra vehicle out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, Prince Andrew High School, and we are also in the foreground. We're looking at the Alien Ninja vehicle out of Vladivostok, Russia. This is the first time for the team from Vladivostok.
I see it's on the bottom.
I have some of the folks from Nova Scotia. How long has this team been participating? How long has the team from Nova Scotia been participating?
For 2 years now.
2 years, so this is your second year.
Second year.
Did you make any changes in the vehicle from last year?
Big improvements. Like we started using HTPE for our frame now. Like last year we used an aluminum frame, and we made a big improvement by changing the frame at like the whole thing to HDPE.
Yeah, that's great. It's a good-looking vehicle, a lot of LED lights on it, and very maneuverable. And your name is?
Charlie McKay.
So, Charlie McKay, thank you very much for the information. We'll let you get back to your videographer duties that you have down here. But all this, a lot of teams are coming down here because they don't normally get this view. And this view is really good to see. It's really good to assess how the team
That's going to be on the
done
recording.
And all the different things that they are, that they can make improvements on for later. Yes, they're not going to be in this competition again, but this is not the only time the vehicles will get used. I'm sure these vehicles get used for other things around their community, a lot of show and tells, and the better that the more knowledge they know, the better. It looks like that Alien ROV, Alien Ninja ROV, can actually pick up that cement brick down there that is holding down that mission prop. So it's a very powerful ROV, and I hope they're actually getting the data that they need. So they're spending, both these teams spending a good amount of time to try to figure out which anodes are actually connected, which ones have current running between them. About 9 volts running between them. So there we go on that ROV down there. We're back up on the deck side. We're watching there we are. We can actually see both those vehicles again. It seems like the team from Alexandria just hasn't gotten into the water yet. As soon as they get in the water, we'll take a look at them. But we have a really good view. This is the viewing area at the flume tank. And on your left-hand side, you can see the Umbra ROV right here. This is where I'm standing right here. I have some of the team members from Nova Scotia right here. You can see You can see how they're getting the good view of the vehicle right here. I mean, this is exactly what the scientists and the engineers here at Memorial University and the Marine Institute get to look at when they use their facilities. So this type of testing and this type of vehicle testing, and here at the Center for Aquatic Sustainable Fisheries, is they're doing a great job for our competition as well as for their customers. When they come in here, they're also able to get the view. This is how fishermen see whether or not their nets are actually scraping along the bottom. This is how they take care of a lot of the different issues that happen. This entire floor is actually able to move. It's able to move as when they're doing testing to simulate what's going on in the bottom of the ocean. So it's an amazing facility they have here, and you can actually see these vehicles very clearly as they're both working right now. Again, we are still looking at both vehicles. We can see over to the right, you see the Alien ROV. Over to the left, you see the Umbra vehicle, and it looks like, not quite sure what they're doing there from Nova Scotia. They seem to just be drifting along with the current. So I hope they turn their engines back. There we go. We have some life out of them right now. The Alien ROV has drifted far off of their station. Hopefully they come back.
It's really good.
Oh, that looks like a definite tether pull over there by the Alien Ninja. So that's a definite tether pull up there. Hopefully they have something. Oh, looks like we have, yes, we do have the Umbra team has moved on to the valve, and they do have a spinning device down there. They just need to get locked in. Once they get locked in to that valve, they'll be able to decide whether or not it needs to be opened or closed, and they will be giving that information to the judges. Once they tell the judges whether they are open or closed and actually show them that they've checked, they will receive 5 points for that. And once they get them to the right orientation, they will try to pump water into the valve system. So there we go, good view of them right there. I believe we're actually looking at, right now we're looking at the surface. We're looking at the surface camera of the Alien ROV. That is the Alien ROV. These are the team from Vladivostok. Right now we're back down into the water. And we have the Umbra team in the background, and in the foreground we have the Alien ROV team. So again, Alien ROV right there in the front. They are really they're trying now to get down. It looks like they too have some type of device that they're turning the valve with. They got to hook it in, but they have a 4-prong device. Now a 4-prong device as opposed to a 2-prong device, that just means you have a lot more stuff down there that you have to align. So I don't know if a 4-prong device might be a little too much, but they did get it. It seems like they did get that on there.
You think they saw us in the camera?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they saw us in the camera.
I smiled at them again.
These ROVs that came down with the 2-prong devices, they seem to be a little easier to use. There you go. You can see the entire vehicle is turning right now. So the entire vehicle, the Alien ROV from Vladivostok, Russia, has chose to turn the entire vehicle again. That makes for a tether manager has to know what they're doing, make sure they get enough wraps.
That's a good
on
gearbox.
that
Let
tether,
that gearbox go.
get it out, so that they don't have those knots. And we're doing you can actually see.
I think they did a good job with that
See it
gearbox.
turn right there. It looks like they're not supposed to be turning the entire ROV. They're just supposed to be turning the turning device that they have on the bottom. So that initial turn was not what was intended. But they are doing a great job piloting, getting that 4-pronger down there onto the valve. The Umbra ROV is over here also doing the same tasks. So these two teams are about in the same area, trying to do both. They're both trying to do the same tasks, and they're going about it in approximately the same ways, slightly different. Right there, again, you're still watching the Umbra. No, you're actually watching the Alien Ninja. There we go. We have both of the.
Look how well you can see on the projector there.
Right there. And that is the Umbra in the background and the Alien Ninja in the foreground. And you can see that they're both right on top of the valves, trying to turn the valve. The Umbra ROV has now moved